You know, it seems like some people can get fluent in English easily, but somehow you can't manage it. In this video, we're gonna see why this is happening. This is the second part of the video where I reveal you some reasons why some people can do that. They can learn English, they can get fluent in English, but you can't do that. If you haven't seen the first part of this video yet, make sure you click the link up here or link in the description box to see the first part. I shared with you 4 other reasons. As a quick introduction, my name is Mert Maral. I'm not a native English speaker. At the beginning of 2023, I have intensely started learning English. And through this YouTube channel, I help people about becoming fluent in English, gaining self-respect and confidence by doing that, and using English to improve their lives. I want to spread my message because the system made us believe that we can learn English with useless methods such as taking English classes in traditional education system, going to English courses or studying through grammar books or spending lots of money. But we have failed every single time because we have been cheated. We have lost time, we have lost money, we have lost opportunities, and we are done with that. And as I told you in today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 more reasons why some people can get fluent in English easily, but you can't do that. The first reason is this: English is not integrated into your life. Maybe you try to learn English by going to a language course, and I hope you don't do that. Or maybe you try to learn English through internet from a guy on YouTube, but if you limit yourself with your study hours, you can't learn English and can't become fluent in that, because maybe you study 1 hour per day through internet, or maybe 3 times per week you go to a language course and you sit in a classroom and listen to a teacher teaching you some useless bullshit, and then you come home and expect to become fluent in this language. You can't do that. You should integrate English into the various parts of your life, including your hobbies, your education, and I'm not talking about traditional education. I'm talking about continuous education, which is lasting for a lifelong time and which is all about your own interests and having that education in English. And you should apply it into your relationships if possible, through your friends, through your travels. I don't know. It depends on your own circumstances. If you wonder why some people can accelerate their progress in a short period of time, this is because of that. For example, me, for the last 1 year and a half, I have been living with English as much as possible. Maybe more than half of my days are being spent with English. And this is why in the last 1 year and a half, I have made insane amount of progress in English. For example, you can check a video of mine coming from 9 months past, and you can see how much amount of progress I have made in 9 months. I was feeling that I am moving towards something great in this life. And I was feeling so great. So the conclusion is, even having a small... And the second reason why you can't become fluent in English, but some other people can, might be because you are too scared to talk, you are afraid of making mistakes and sounding stupid. This is at a crazy level in the country where I live, which is Turkey. People are completely afraid of talking in English and they are completely afraid of making mistakes. Probably this is a result of a cultural problem. Probably people are afraid of being judged by their surroundings when they make mistakes, because they think that some other people will laugh on them and they don't want it because they're also judgmental toward each other. I don't know. Maybe there are some other reasons. I'm not exactly sure, but if you're afraid to talk and if you're afraid of making mistakes, and if you think that you will start talking when you get perfect, it's gonna never happen. I don't know you personally, but I have seen several other people in my life, my friends, they go to English courses, they enroll in language courses, and when I hear it, I'm like, oh, that's amazing, I'm very proud of you, it's gonna be an amazing skill for you, I'm really happy that you are making such an investment on yourself, this is gonna pay off, I'm 100% sure, and I say, let's make some English practice together to work on our skills. And they're like, no, I don't want to speak in English. And when I hear this response, I'm like, are you serious right now? You are paying tens of thousands of liras, Turkish liras, to those English courses, and when I show up in front of you and telling you that let's make some English practice together, you tell me, no, I don't want to make English practice, and you are refusing this opportunity. And at that moment, I'm thinking like, yeah, good job, dude. keep going like that and I'm 100% sure you will learn English. But of course, I don't tell this to their faces. If you want to become fluent in English, you should make tens of thousands of mistakes before you get fluent, and you shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes because this is the natural part of the process. So if you think that you will start talking when you get perfect, it's never gonna happen and you will fail. The third reason why some people can learn English, they can get fluent in it, but you can't do that might be because of you are not consistent. Let's be honest, 99% of people are not consistent in their goals. Everybody says, I want to have this thing in my life, I want to achieve that goal in my life, I want to have this sort of a lifestyle, but nobody actually worked toward their goals with discipline. So don't be like 99% of the people, be like 1%, because if you really want to make solid progress or if you want to achieve your goal for many months, you should keep working hard on this language. This is true for every kind of skill, but maybe it's more true for English because learning a new language is not an easy thing and you should really devote months to see solid progress, and in the beginning of your journey you will feel like I'm giving that amount of effort to this thing, to English, but I'm not seeing any results. And even at that point, even at those moments, you should keep working on English language even though you don't see the results yet. This is what means literally having internal discipline. Still working even though you don't see the results today. And of course, you should use the right methods when you are working with internal discipline, because if you use the wrong methods, for example, studying through a grammar book, you won't learn English and you will waste your time. And if you wonder what are the right methods, I'm glad you asked. You can watch the other videos on the channel, you can learn my frameworks, I share with you everything I know on this channel, and you can learn what to do about it. And the fourth reason why some other people can get fluent in English but you can't do that might be because you engage in negative self-talk and you don't believe in yourself. I personally don't know you, right, because you are behind the camera, but I know several other people that are engaging in negative self-talk. They don't believe in themselves, they don't believe that they can learn English, and guess what? They can't learn English, because if you don't believe in yourself, it's not possible for you to learn this language, it's not possible for you to achieve any kind of other success in life. And those people are getting the biggest harm from themselves. And let me tell you this truth. If I'm able to speak fluently in English, you can do it as well. I'm saying this because I know myself, and for a very long period of time I disliked English, and until I was 14 years old or so, something like that, I literally thought that I don't know how to learn this language, I'm not a language learner guy. This was true until the point that I met with an English teacher in the 8th grade of the school and she changed my attitude toward English. And only after that I started liking this language and I understood that I'm capable of talking in English. And if I can do that, you can do that as well, because I don't have any speciality. Or with other words, let me tell you, if you're able to speak your native language, and I don't know, and actually I don't care because it doesn't matter what your native language is, if you can speak your native language, you can fluent English, you can completely talk fluent in English as well. And at this point, there is a misbelief I want to tap into, and it's like, some people believe that adults are not able to learn a new language, in our case English, very well, and English should have been learned in childhood. This is far from truth. This is completely wrong. This is a misbelief, because adults are better able to learn a new language, are better able to learn English than children. You heard me right, adults are better able to learn English or any other language than children. If we took you and put you to England or to US, in 3 to 6 months you would become completely fluent in English if you are able to understand this video. And I don't know, within a couple of years you would be amazing. But have you ever seen a child becoming fluent in a new language in 6 months? No, I assume. It takes at least 6 years for them to become fluent in their native languages. And to be able to express themselves, their basic needs, they need to spend for like 3 years in their first stages in this life. Of course, children are different than adults, but the thing I'm trying to say is learning a new language as an adult is not harder, actually it's easier. I'm going to create another video about this topic and I'm going to explain you why this is a fact, why actually this is happening, and maybe we will dive deep into this topic and we will explore why learning a language, why learning English as an adult could be even easier for you to do that than a child. And the fifth reason I want to tell you is this. Some people can get fluent in English, but you can't do that. And maybe it's because you don't have a solid study routine and you don't know how to celebrate. Maybe you try to learn English in a language course, as I told you, or maybe you try to learn a guy on YouTube or from internet, but there are a lot of guys, right, on the internet, and maybe you get confused about which one to follow or which one is telling the right things, or I don't know, maybe different people give you different tasks, different schedules, and you get confused about what to do, what to follow. Or if you go to a language course, you completely waste your time, you completely learn the things that are not going to help you, they're not practical things, they are bullshits. So you end up with being confused and you don't know what to do. I know, I understand how you feel, I have been there. So this is why I'm thinking about creating a step-by-step framework, and that framework is going to help you to implement all kind of necessary things for you to learn English completely by yourself and without needing anybody else and without spending any money. But I need some time to create that framework. It's gonna take a couple of months, I assume. But on this channel, I will share my framework with you and maybe it's gonna help you. So stay tuned for that. But still, as I told you, you can watch the other videos on the channel and you can understand my frameworks. And if you remember, as I told you, you don't know how to celebrate, right? Learning English is the same thing with trying to learn a new skill or trying to do something else in your life, like trying to lose weight. When you try to lose weight, you check yourself in front of the mirror every single day, and maybe that's why you don't realize subtle differences. But whenever a friend of yours sees you after 3 months, she says, "Oh my God, you have lost insane amount of weight," and then you understand that you made a good progress. Same thing is true for English. You are engaging in English every single day and you are dealing with yourself every single day. This is why you don't realize subtle differences. But if you record your voice, maybe every day, or maybe every now and then you shoot your own videos speaking in English, you can understand when you look back that you have made good progress and you are right on the track. This is how you can boost your motivation and you can understand that you are not wasting your time by using wrong methods. This is why I'm suggesting you to record your voice and shooting your own videos every now and then. So as a conclusion, I shared with you 9 total reasons, in addition to the 4 reasons I shared with you in the previous video, and with the 5 here, it makes total 9. Today, if you're not fluent in English, I'm pretty sure you have at least one of those 9 reasons, maybe more. This is your duty, this is your responsibility to figure out what reasons you have and what can you do to solve those problems or those reasons. Because if you're not fluent, those are the reasons that keeping you away from your success. And when you solve those problems, your progress will skyrocket. And if you want to hear more tips and tricks about learning English, keep following this channel. That's it for today's video. As always, I want to thank you for watching me in this video. If you like what I'm talking on this channel, you can subscribe to my channel, like my video, and share it with your friends and with your loved ones. If you do those sort of things, you'll support me. That's the obvious part, but it's gonna be beneficial to you as well because the YouTube algorithm is gonna show you more similar videos like this one. We hope that more educative and entertaining ones. You can learn many things from them and you can enjoy them later. If you have something to say to me, we can meet with you at the comments down below. But if no, I'm gonna see you in the next video on next week. Until that time, take care of yourself, keep working on English, and bye.